would happen if Nico Harrison was the GM of every single team in the league? Today, we're doing a fantasy draft rebuild with the trade difficulty set to 0. We'll fleece the entire league on our quest for total NBA domination, putting together a god squad that hopes to go 82-0. Let's get to fleecing. So first we'll pick our team, 3, 2, 1. We'll run with the Bucks today. Oh my god, we end up with the first overall pick. That's some good luck. Let's sim this draft, then let's get to fleecing. Okay, so let's see what this roster looks like. Wemby, Ja, VJ, Kelly Oubre, Obi Toppin. Okay, so my strategy I think will be to get a bunch of picks accumulated from trading lower guys. I don't know if it'll affect in the trade finder. Like, let's take some young guys who are really good. Like, we'll see what VJ gets offered. OG, Julius, Scotty Barnes, Zion, Kale, Kyrie, Evan Mobley, and a first round pick. Okay, what happens if we put some lower ranked guys? We can get a first round pick maybe. This one we can only give up a second round pick and we get 2 first round picks. That's nuts. First trade of the video, City Kosoko and a second rounder for 2 first round picks. So we do that one. By the way, I did make it so it's like the picks are all back on the original team. So we have all the Bucks picks, but now we got a couple Warriors first rounders. Let's see what else we can get with the trade finder for some of these lower down guys. Like, let's put Josh Minot, see what he nets. First round pick, first round pick, first round pick. We can give up a second round pick here and get Jakob Poeltl in. That's a big boost in overall from 75, just losing a second round pick, and we should be able to use that to fleece further. So let's get that trade done. What happens if you put Wemby in here? No. Okay, hard pass. So what about Jalen Tyson and Obi Toppin? My thinking here is that it's a decent amount of money. Maybe we could get somebody who's like a really promising prospect, like maybe 4 stars. There's 4.5. Norm Powell. I mean 3.5, sorry. Keontae George. That's a really good one. Yeah, we'll do that deal for sure. He's an 86 and he's only 21 years old. That's our play at a guy like Giannis or something like that. Let's get some more first round picks again, or boost overalls like this. Just a second round pick gets us Peyton Pritchard and Grayson Allen. Yes, please. A couple more young guys getting traded, build up a couple more picks, or get a couple better players. Like, what? We can trade these 3, get DeAndre Ayton and Sadiq Bey. Never mind. Derek Queen. That's a really good trade chip too. So far, we're already looking insane. We're already 2 in the power rankings. 76ers are 1. What do they got going on? 76ers, Giannis, Trae Young, OG Anunoby. Okay, never mind. If we take Giannis away from them, they'll suck. All right, Ja and Kelly Oubre for Amen Thompson and Jalen Duren. Easy, yes. That's a no-brainer. Now, what happens if we do something like Derek Queen or VJ Edgecombe, for example, with Jalen Duren, 2 young players who are really good. Halliburton. What else is in here? Jalen Johnson, Devin Booker. That Halliburton one is looking crazy. We'll keep that in the bank right now. Let's see if we can do like Derek Queen plus somebody who has like a decent contract down here, like Kelly Olynyk. Oh no, we'll do Jakob Poeltl, and then we'll throw in a second round pick. OG Scotty Barnes, that's a good one. We can get Evan Mobley out of this. Yeah, I'll do that. So what I'm thinking is I want 2-way guys. So I'm gonna try to get Giannis. He'll run our power forward, and then we can also try to get like Ant-Man or Shea. Maybe Ant-Man, because he'll be, if we're trading for Giannis, we're gonna give up a lot. So Ant will be a lot easier to trade for than Shea. Let's try to trade for Giannis. That'll break up that crazy 76ers team too. I guess we'll start with Mobley for the salary. It already matches, but we could put in another guy. Let's do Peyton Pritchard. That's a decent player, and then we'll try just like a first round pick. That doesn't get it done. Let's try another first round pick. Didn't we get a really good one? Oh, we'll do this Warriors one. Another first round pick. Doesn't get it done. Okay, so we're gonna have to throw in a guy like VJ, I guess. We'll try VJ. Would I rather give up VJ or Keontae George? We'll do Keontae George first, just straight up. Let's start putting some first round picks in here then. 1 doesn't get it to go. What about 2? What about 3? What about 4? Okay, then we will try VJ, and we'll try a couple of these first round picks. 2 first round picks. Oh, I forgot about untouchable. We have to turn that off. That's so dumb. I knew I forgot to do that. I gotta go select every team and then go turn off untouchables. Okay, I wish I noticed that earlier, but we got untouchables off. That's bad because untouchables basically just make it impossible for... Oh my god, I didn't click accept. Untouchables just make it impossible to trade for certain players. What I don't like though is we let them score 119. Who do they even have? They don't have anyone, bro. Jalen, okay, never mind. Jaylen Brown, Lauri Markkanen. That's not what this video is about. This video is supposed to be fun. So let's see what we can do for Giannis, not Wemby, Mobley, and Keontae George. Let's start throwing these picks. 1's not good enough. 2's not good enough. What about 3? And what about 4? 4 picks.
2 hours later.
Okay, reverse trade finder. We got to give up Wemby and Evan Mobley. Okay, let's let's rethink this. So let's try to get Ant. Let's go see what team is he on. He's on the Jazz. Let's see what reverse trade finder has for him. Gotta give up Wemby for him. I'll come back to this. Let's try to build up to get another guy here, like Grayson Allen, Peyton Pritchard, and we'll throw in like one of our first round picks. What can we get out of that? Let's do this one. We can get Austin Reeves. He's an 88 overall, and he has a pretty low salary. I'm feeling greedy. I want more first round picks. Are you serious? Anthony and a first round pick for these guys? Instant, in a heartbeat. Let's see. Let's do like Anthony with like Keontae George. We can get Kyrie out of this one. That's a big salary though. Oh, there we go. Jalen Williams. He's an 88, but he's only a $6 million salary. Also a good fleece there. Did we just do that to the same team? I think we did. So what if we do J-Dub with Austin Reeves? Is there any like super? We could get Halliburton. Halliburton could be a trade chip to try to get one of those like really high guys that we want. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not even going to look at the other trades. So what about like Halliburton and Durant? There's got to be some good players. Oh, there's Ant-Man. Yeah, I'll do that. So now we have one of our guys, Ant-Man and Wemby. I like Amen at point guard, but I feel like we could easily get a much better point guard. Let's put VJ and Amen and see what comes out of that. Actually, I think I'm overthinking this. Let's go look at the teams, see the best point guards available, and then we'll pick which one we're going to target. Curry is possible. He's older, so he could really easily be traded for compared to a young guy like Cunningham. Let's just see what Trade Finder has for Curry, because some of these have been super fleeces with the lowered trade difficulty. Where is he? I think I passed him. Yeah, he's on the Bulls. Ant-Man, VJ Edgecombe, and Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, Kevin Huerter in a first, and we get PJ Washington. I'll do that easily. Steph could be a defensive problem, but oh dude, what if I want Cade? Cade is a lot better defensively. No, we're overthinking. Let's go with Steph. So we have our shooting guard, our point guard, and our center right now. We didn't even have to give up Amen. He could be a backup. I love VJ, but we got to get rid of him and get someone who's closer to a 90. Okay, I want Jalen Johnson. We're giving up a lot in this package, but obviously Jalen Johnson's better than VJ. They're not interested in the trade. What about with a first round pick? Yep. So now we have Steph at the 1, Ant at the 2. The 3 is to be decided so far. At the 4, we have Jalen Johnson, and at the 5, we have Wembanyama. Okay, I figured it out. The problem here is salary, and we need someone who's not on too much salary. Norm Powell's making 20 mil, but he's an 87. He can be our starting small forward. Dude, why is Steph making so much money? That's so annoying. I think the only way we can improve this roster is if we get a different point guard. He's just making too much money to justify it. Okay, yeah, that's a no-brainer. We're gonna get Maxey, because Maxey's a 93 overall. He's 2 overall less, but Steph's making 59 M's. Maxey's only making 37, so that'll free up a lot of space for us in the cap. We should be getting something extra though, because Maxey is worse than Curry. We should get somebody who makes up a little bit of that salary. Yeah, like Miles Bridges, we can use him as a trade chip, and then we can give up like Jabari Walker. Not interested. What about if we give you a pick? What about if we give you another pick? I know we're not supposed to be the ones giving up picks, but Jesus, does that get it done? No? Okay, then what about instead of Miles Bridges, we get Fred VanVleet? Does that make it work? No, what is going on? Okay, we need to get more first round picks. We'll be back, Maxey. These 2 for Russell Westbrook. Westbrook should be an easy flip for a first round pick. There's Cam Whitmore in a first round pick. Cam Whitmore is also an easy flip for a first rounder. Let's do Tumani Kamara and Cam Whitmore. Dyson Daniels and Brody back. Dyson Daniels also a good trade chip. We'll put Dyson and we'll put Brody back. We'll use their package they gave us, and we'll try to get a first round pick out of this. Stephon Castle and AJ Mitchell. Oh, we gotta give a pick. I don't like that. Actually, no, we could get picks out of this. What am I talking about? And give us Jalen Williams back. Oh my god. We'll do Jacoby Walter and Nemes Keita. Hopefully we can get a first round pick out of this. Actually, let's go to free agency. We can probably get a first round pick out of one of these guys. Yeah, we'll sign Conley to a vet minimum, and then Conley by himself on the trade block. There's a second rounder. There's got to be, okay, there's a first and a second. Easily do that one. We'll also sign Nicholas Batum. Hopefully he can net us a first rounder. These 2 for Simone Fontecchio and a first rounder. Easily do that. Fontecchio and Jacoby Walter. We can get Khalil Ware out of that. Khalil Ware will easily get us a first rounder. Dude, we're kind of going crazy right now. This one gets us Sean Beringer, who could be a trade chip for another first rounder, and we get a first round pick. And then we'll put Beringer. His potential is what's getting him up in trade value, because he's only a 70 overall. There's lots of first round pick options here. Yeah, sure, there's a first round pick. What's a Maxey trade finder look like? Steph Curry, Gui Santos. That's kind of exactly what we're doing. We don't even need to give up picks, dude. What? And Maxey's better on defense. We're tripping trying to have Curry. So we got Maxey at the 1 and at the 2. That salary cap opens us up to try to get a good guy at the 3. Let's see what we can get for like Jalen Williams plus Miles Bridges and some first round picks. Dude, we have so many first round picks. Can we just throw all of them in here? Jesus. No offers. There's Denny, but I don't want him on my team. There's the Norm Powell we wanted. So we lose a few first round picks, but we have a plethora of those right now. We get Norm Powell in the door. We also get Trey Johnson, who's a really good trade chip. He's really good at 19 with good potential. So we have a really strong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. Now we just got to beef up our bench. We'll start with Trey Johnson and Gillespie with a couple first rounders, 1 first round pick, 2 first round picks, 3 first round picks. We could get J-Dub and Dillingham. J-Dub will actually be our starting small forward. Norm Powell will come off the bench, and then Dillingham will still be a good trade chip. We can do Dillingham and Julian Phillips with just some of these picks. Klingon and AirPods, that's going to make for a good trade. And then we'll be able to trade those guys so that we can get better players. I'm going to sign a couple free agents quick. So we signed this guy. We can easily get a first round pick for him, I would say. 2 first round picks for him. That's awesome. And then also Earl Jenkins. There we go. First round pick and Julian Phillips. Okay, then let's do like Brandon Pajemski with Nemeth Keita. And then we'll try 1 first round pick and see what that nets us. Reed Shepard is a trade chip, dude. So what about Reed Shepard, Donovan Klingon, and we just throw picks in here? Castle Edie, yes, dude. So looking at what we have right now, Maxey at the 1, Edwards at the 2, Williams at the 3, Jalen Johnson at the 4, Wemby at the 5. And then off the bench, we have Amin Thompson, Norm Powell, Steph Castle, Zach Edey. I'm gonna see what happens if we put together like Zach Edey with Steph Castle or with Norm Powell or something like that. So we could get off Zach Edey and get Julius Randle in the door. We get rid of Norm Powell, but that's okay because now we have Jalen Williams. So I did some free agent signing and got another first round pick. It's actually a 2-star one. We'll put a few guys in here just to try to get a really high, yeah, AJ Mitchell, that's perfect. And then we'll go back to the trade finder and we'll put Christian Braun, AJ Mitchell, and we'll put the rest of these picks. We can't use this Warriors one. So I was gonna say we're looking for a small forward. Dude, why not get SR? That's the easy, we already have Amen. So now we have Maxey, Edwards, Jalen Williams, Randall, Wembanyama, and then Jalen Johnson, Amen Thompson. No, Jalen Johnson should start over Randall. What? So there, that's sorted. And then Amen Thompson, Steph Castle, Asar Thompson. I think that's perfect. So let's get simulating. We'll see what happens in the first game. I want to see these guys in action. They're losing. Oh, it's close. Is it actually going to be close? We cook them in the 4th. Maxey, Randall, Wembanyama over 20. Let's get through this regular season. We already lost a game, dude. What happened? Jalen Brunson beat us. J-Dub choking like it's the playoffs. Oh, we got another loss too, dude. God dang. Oh, it was Shea. Okay, well, we're not going to go 82-0, but we're going to try to win as many games as possible, and we're going to try to win the chip. Don't mean a thing without the ring. So we're at the trade deadline. We are 43-7. We're by far and away the 1 seed. I'm curious if I go to team stats. So we're the 2nd most points per game and the 2nd best defense. That sounds like we'll win the chip to me. All right, can we win out the rest of this season? Win the final game? Perfect. 72-10. Shea averaged 39 almost. 41.5% from 3 is crazy. Cooper Flags on the Thunder. Austin Reeves was on the Heat. I guess we shuffled a lot of people. DPOY Wemby for us. And obviously we get Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Wemby gets All NBA first team. He also gets All Defensive first team. And we obviously get the 1 seed to go against the 76ers. Wait, let me see this team. Trae Young, OG Anunoby, and Giannis. That's right. We couldn't trade for Giannis, so this could be a close one. I think we got him though. First we win, second, then we're cooking. 143, 103, we win by 40. Ant-Man, Wemby, Maxey, all going crazy. Giannis has no help. I think we're gonna cook him this series. Probably get out in 4. I smell a sweep incoming. They win 1 quarter, but we still, oh my god, we won by like 70. We win by 69. Ant with 29. Jalen Williams, dude, 29, 28, 19, 19, 16, 15, 13. Dude, what? For real, get Giannis some help. Game 3, we win the first. Oh my god, they scored 40 in this quarter, but it's not enough. We win by 30. Maxey, we actually had a down game and they did okay. Giannis kind of had a bad game, but it looks like we're about to get out in a sweep. Although it looks like they have something to say about it. They want to win. We pull ahead though, and we win by 2. Wemby and Edwards showing out. Giannis tried to get it done, put the team on his back, but they lose by 2, and we're on to the 2nd round to go against the Pacers, who have Shea. That's about all they have though, so I'm really not worried. So game 1, we are cooking them. 127, 100. Ant with 34. Game 2 here. Oh, huge 2nd quarter for the Pacers, but we pull ahead a bit. We're up by too much, and it's over. Wemby almost a triple-double. A couple other players get 20 points. Shea with 42, but the rest of the squad didn't do enough to get them a win. Wow, they dominate us in a quarter. It looks like they're gonna get a win. We try to rush back. It's not enough. We lose a game. Shea had almost 50. Our bench just didn't do enough. So let's see what happens in this game 4. Can they tie the series? I don't think so. I think we'll pull ahead 3-1. We get 45 in a quarter and win by 33. Wemby had 40 with 14 boards. Shea with 52, but yeah, he needs help. Jesus. Can we get out of here in 5? I hope so. Yeah, we're cooking. We did not take nicely to that win they had on us. Wemby with 36 and 10. Shea with a bad game, and that's the nail in the coffin. Puts us in the East Conference Finals to go against the Nets. They're prevalent somehow. Okay, they have Jokic. So they have Jokic, Jalen Green, Devin Vassell. Injuries are off, so their team just kind of sucks. I'm assuming we just win all the games. Although they win a quarter, they tie another one. All right, this one is close. Overtime. Let's simulate a little. We're up 1 with 130. We're jumping in. So we do have the ball. Jalen Johnson takes it. Edwards drives in, tries to back him down, spin. doesn't fall. Kyle Kuzma's on this team. Ugh. Kuzma drives on Ant, but Ant's too good of a defender. Yeah, he passes it back out to Devin Vassell. Gets the screen. Devin Vassell looks like he's about to pull, and it doesn't fall. Wemby with the board. Edwards drives past Kuzma. Midi. Why did he could have just ran to the basket. That was an easy lay, bro. Kuzma being guarded. Oh my god. Wemby with the block. Up to Edwards. Edwards turns the corner and gets the easy layup 3 with 45 seconds left. Who will they look to here in the clutch to get them a 3? They drive for a 2 and an Amen with the foul. If they make them both, they're still down 1, but if they get a stop on us, it's anyone's game. The first one was good, second one's up, and it's also good. We got our best lineup in, it looks like. Actually, no, we don't. Julius fouled out. Amen fouled out, so that was Asar who fouled him. Maxey into Wemby with the dunk. What a feed from Maxey. Wemby says on his head, back up 3. They're gonna need someone to hit a 3 here. They call it a timeout. I don't know what Maxey's doing. Obi Toppin into Green. Green to quickly Kuzma. Don't let Kuzma pull for 3. He's got to pass it out somewhere because they don't have a lot on the shot clock. He just keeps pushing on Jalen Johnson. Wait, oh my god, he's an idiot. So they foul. Maxey's automatic at the free throw line. First one's good, and the second one doesn't fall. Okay, they need a really fast basket if they want any chance of winning this game. Immediately, quickly pulls, and it falls. Ridiculous 3. Quickly, clutch in his jeans. Obi Toppin fouls. If we make both, it's a 3-point game with 8 left. That's enough time for them to hit one. I just don't know if they will. That's a hard ask there as Maxey gets the first to fall. Second one's up and it's good. They have no timeouts, so they pass it in. Quickly runs up. He's probably going to pass it over to Vassell. Dribble moves. Vassell step back 3. Pulls. Doesn't fall. Great play from the God Squad Bucks here. They wanted it more and they get it in overtime. It was Maxey and Edwards and Wemby getting it done. Wemby with 16 boards. Wait, Jokic fouled out. That's why. Game 2 here. That first one was crazy. Hopefully this second one we can blow them out a bit more. We win by 6. Wemby with 34, Ant with 31. Their stars all need help. Every team we play, the supporting cast can't help enough to get a victory. The Pacers were the only team to beat us. It was the Pacers, right? We win by like 40 here. Randall with 32, Wemby 26 and 14. Kuzma with the same amount of points as Jokic. That's disgusting. Yeah, it was the Pacers. We're gonna sweep the Nets here in the conference finals. Looks like we're about to. Yep, we win by 16. It was Wemby dominating even though he fouled out, and that puts us in the finals against Dame on the Knicks. Who else do they have? Dame, Zion, Domantas Sabonis. That's kind of a formidable team. I mean, we're gonna cook them. We have Ant-Man and Wemby, not to mention the rest of them, so I'm not scared, but I say they probably take a game on us. So who will get the win here in game 1 of the NBA Finals? They use Surge back in the 3rd, but it's not enough because we had a really dominant second quarter. Wemby 24, Ant 23. They actually went crazy, but their bench just didn't get enough. So we win game 1. Let's check out game 2. They pull ahead for a little bit, but we have a 50-point quarter there. They try to pull back. They're actually within 3. Oh my god, they win. What? My biggest regret in life is not jumping into that one. What is wrong with me? They probably wouldn't have even won with knowing how the simulation works, but oh well. We miss a barn burner. We cook them in this game though. Good revenge game for the squad. Almost 5 guys had 20. Dame went crazy, but still it's their bench. And this one, it looks like it's a lot closer. We're actually down. We try to come back. It's not enough and we lose. It's a 2-2 game. The story of that one was our bench doing badly. Game 5 here. Taking a lead in the series would be ideal and we will. It's just a Wemby game and they all perform pretty bad on the Knicks. I mean on the Kings. So we win the first, second. They win the third, but it's not enough and we are NBA champions. Sorry, I was like, why did I say Knicks? It's Kings. But we win. Wemby 21, 10 and 3, 2.5 blocks a game. That's our DPOY. Let's see what our guys were averaging here. Wemby with 26, Ant with 24. We had 6 people averaging over 10, almost 7. In that final game, it was Ant-Man leading the way, barely with even that much, only 21, but everyone else was getting buckets too. Yeah, their bench just killed them because Dame did better than Ant. Zion did decent. So we couldn't build the God Squad. We lost 10 games in the regular season, but we only lost 3 games in the playoffs, 2 sweeps, 1 in the conference finals, and we get out at 6 against the Kings to finish off the video. If you enjoyed that video, leave a like, leave a comment if there's any challenges you want me to do similar to this, or if there's a player you wish I would have traded for instead. Subscribe so you don't miss upcoming challenges or rebuilds, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.